So far, in 2022, 11 journalists have been executed in Mexico. That includes the latest assassination of 2 female journalists for the online news site El Veraz in Cosoleacaque. The State Attorney General's office launched an investigation. Yesenia Falconi, director of the news portal, and her colleague Sheila Olivera were shot in their car in the parking lot of a store the afternoon of May 9th.
We
urged the government of Veracruz. Words are not enough. I think we need action.
No quedará impune, como siempre dicen, ¿no?
The National Human Rights Commission said that beyond finding the killers, journalists need protection. That should include strengthening and expanding the so-called mechanism, a law that provides protective services for journalists under threat. Yesenia Falconi's family says she received multiple death threats and calls demanding removal of crime stories from her news site. She also covered police corruption.
Above all, they killed a woman who always dared to tell the truth.
The killings in Veracruz came days after the body of journalist Luis Enrique Ramirez was found wrapped in black rubber on a dirt road in Sinaloa. While an investigation continues, an autopsy provides some clues about how he died.
Once this is done, the person is taken to the forensic medical service where an autopsy is performed, determining that he suffered a traumatic brain injury as a result of blunt force trauma.
Ramirez founded the news portal Fuentes Fidedignas in Culiacán and wrote a column in El Debate newspaper. Recent columns dealt with embezzlement, corruption, and abuse of power.
No line of investigation will be ruled out, especially those related to his work.
In Mexico City, data from the Committee to Protect Journalists says Mexico is the deadliest country for journalists this year, next to war-torn Ukraine.
That the country, even though it is not officially in a state of war, at least in the conventional sense, it does show numbers that are akin to war zones, or in many cases even are above war zones. I think only below Ukraine, which is a very extreme situation in the world this year. But it definitely tells us that the situation of impunity and of violence in Mexico is extreme.
Journalists in northern Mexico's Sinaloa state took to the streets to demand change from the toxic brew of criminal cartels, corruption, and impunity in the province.
The only thing left for us in the face of impotence and the situation we saw is to ask for justice.
In the last 6 years, says the free speech group Article 19, attacks against the press are up 160%. Freedom of expression and information in Mexico are under serious and mortal threat. Cristina Caicedo Smith, VOA News.